Well, you just
Hey,
look like
y'all.
that. Hey, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Rainy Wednesday night.
Okay.
It's nasty out.
Sleepy.
It is.
I just hate being on the rain.
I don't like
in general.
driving. I was about to tell y'all
I
come
just
pick me
said
up.
that. I said people do not know how to drive, including me in the
No.
rain.
Well,
On the
no.
freeway.
Not you.
Okay,
Not
not
you.
Kira. I'm
Some
parked
Kira
next
me.
to you.
Right. Stay away
On
from
the
Kira.
freeway.
Let me bag out first.
Y'all see Kira on the streets. Move on over.
Yes,
On
don't
the freeway, y'all.
sideswipe me.
Take the streets
I'm so
home.
blind. Like, where's my glasses at? I'm
Oh,
like
no.
old Daisy. Like,
Go get your glasses.
yeah, I
honey.
know.
Oh
Go
my
get my
God.
glasses.
Please, go get
Don't
your
be
glasses.
like me. I
Such
made
a
it.
old lady.
Thank you, Jesus.
Take the streets home.
I don't go nowhere without my eyes no more.
Girl.
Just without my eyes.
I'll be like, where my glasses? I need my glasses.
I don't blame you. I'm
I'm top
I
each
need
day
you
without
too.
my glasses. I can't see.
Now I gotta watch that.
My girl.
Now I gotta go watch that.
So,
All right.
today.
we
Kira.
talking about
What are we talking about, Kira?
how our memories can be our own enemy. Have y'all ever just I know we have good memories and we got bad memories.
Mhm.
So first off, let me talk about what a memory is. It's the ability to store and receive information in your brain, you know,
Mhm.
the way the brain processes. So have you ever just had a memory, even if it could be a good memory? I'm gonna say bad memories, because bad memories is negative, right? And
Mhm.
have you ever noticed something negative always sticks to you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever just wondered, like, why I can't get this negative energy out of my head, out of my brain?
You ain't release it. You
Mm.
gotta forgive. You gotta let go,
Right.
or be accountable, whichever one.
I just said, didn't I just say
that
that?
Yep.
I just
comes
said
from
take
that.
accountability.
Yeah,
Yes.
you gotta. Then you will be able to, I think,
Yeah.
let go.
And you gotta regroup it, reprocess it. Think
Mhm.
of something you could have did differently in that.
Enter it in
Yes,
another light.
yes,
Mhm.
and make it better. I would have never thought about that though, you know, in my younger days. Like, it's just like, I need help. Like, that's the first thing we think when
Mhm.
something going wrong. We don't think like, hey, maybe I could fix this and go about it a different way. But I still got a lot of, like, I have more negative memories than good memories.
Really.
And it could be because
Maybe you
your
block
toxic,
them.
where
I'm
being toxic
blocking
and
my-
remembering it.
Yeah.
Keep remembering the bad stuff.
Yeah,
know.
you blocking out maybe your positive memories with always thinking of the negative, like
Overthinking.
try to focus on, like they tell you, like, I'm gonna use my little dental saying, what we tell the kids: think of a good place you would be with your friends when we about to numb them. Because it's like, okay, if you at a good place with your friends and y'all having fun, y'all at the water park, if you got that type of thought in your head, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
you
trying to think of something positive, having fun and all that.
So you're
That's
trying
the
to change
same
your
way-
thought pattern.
changing your thought process. That's the
Yeah.
same way with.
But
I
it's
think
better
with your
said than
memory.
done.
Yeah,
It
'cause
is, most
it's a
definitely.
habit that has to
practice.
be
You
done.
gotta practice
Yeah, you
it.
got to
Yes.
practice that.
Yeah.
What do they say? It takes 21 days to create a
Break
habit.
any habit.
Yeah, you got to keep doing that. to
So
break that.
every day for 21 days, I got to keep thinking of. That's
Write them
hard.
down first.
No,
Like,
so-
write
It
them
did
down.
say something about writing it down.
Jot-
I did read
write
something
down
about
the
writing it
changes
down.
that you want to see in your own self. That's just what I did for myself. Like, different things that I wanted to see in my own self, I just wrote them down. So when I need to reflect, it's there. For me to
Definitely.
be like, okay, on this day,
It's
I
like
said
your
that,
triggers.
and I went back. So
Mhm.
it's like, oh dang, E, that was in
Yeah.
2023, and I'm doing that again. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I said I didn't want to do that
Mhm.
next year, or I didn't want to. So it's just positive.
So when I was reading up on that too, it said another way to overcome some of this thing. You know how we just get overstimulated, overthinking, and you just having a rough day, and you need to, if you just don't, you know how we in mommy mode 24/7.
Mhm.
We don't never do anything for ourselves. I've been finding myself do that. I used to get out. Now I'm just like in the bed because I have so
Oh.
much to do around my house now, and I just been working like crazy, like mind overwhelmed, that I stopped doing all my hobbies. I haven't been going to the gym like I usually do, so I'm overstimulated right now. So it says that we need to find a hobby.
Yes, you have to have a hobby. I found that in, what was that? What I tell y'all?
But a
That was
hobby can be
2020.
reading.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it don't necessarily
Yeah,
have to-
it's whatever you
But it's
take
whatever,
your mind off.
whatever helps
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That you need to do.
I agree. Yeah,
You
because
do.
even when I used to be going through stuff, I read a passage from the Bible, and I like if I didn't understand that passage, I look it up. Like, what does this mean? Because every time I don't understand all the
Mhm.
scriptures in the Bible, it's
I
just you
thought
gotta
about
look it
that,
up.
yeah.
You know,
do.
you have to look it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you this book. I bought this book. It's called I don't remember
I
the name, but
love
it's
my books.
365 something. It's like no. So weird.
What was it called?
It's 365 women's something. I forgot, but I have it at home.
And what is it about?
And I have not started it. I started it and stopped. And that's my goal to finish that book this year. I probably won't finish it this year because it's
Okay.
is how to read the Bible in 1 year. But
Mm.
it's for women and they break it down in certain ways. It's like it's not a workbook, but every page is for
a
every
workbook.
single day. You do
Oh,
that. I read the whole Bible in 365 days.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get y'all that. That's
When
gonna
I'm
be
gonna get
nice.
my
That's
book.
okay,
Look,
I
I'm
got y'all.
I'll talk about when I get my book.
But what you was talking about, like your memory can be your worst
So
enemy.
your memory can be your worst enemy. When I say that, it's because if you constantly have this negative thought in your head, this thought could put you in depression, anxiety, and it can run you crazy.
So let's give a example. What's an example of a memory that you have that you consider that to be your worst enemy? I know like a lot of people in I don't know, work, friendships, relationships, all that. Anything you have went through with somebody and say y'all healed from it, y'all got past it and moved on. What this statement means is if you remember what you and that person went through and now you having a bad day just because you relive that moment,
Mhm.
that's why it's your enemy because it's attacking every time you heal. It's
Mhm.
like
Right.
ripping the band-aid off again.
Your trigger, you reacted on your trigger.
Yeah.
It triggered you.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So that was mine. Like I could say friendships, relationships.
I
could
think
say
it all
both.
for me.
I think,
Yeah.
I agree.
I think
All
I
of
still
them.
do that to today. I
What?
still do that type of them triggers
Go
still bother
back
me to
and,
today.
yeah.
Because if I can remember something, even with my marriage, if I remember something me and him had a beef about or argument about back in 20 years, I don't care how long ago it was, we broke up for the day. If I remember that moment and he made me that mad, now I'm back in that space again today and I got a little attitude. I ain't cooking dinner.
And that's terrible.
And that's terrible because that's so toxic.
Yeah.
That is very toxic.
I
I'm
used to
so
be
glad
like
that
that.
you I would say I used to be, but I'm
I used
still
to, but not
I
no
think I'm
more.
still in that space a
I'm
little
trying.
bit.
I'm so trying. It's better, but certain stuff, you know how certain stuff
If
like
Brian
just
on here,
hurt
he
your
would tell
feelings.
you I am definitely better than that
Some
area.
stuff hurt your feelings to a point where you just think about it, you be like, and you see that person, you're not supposed to react on it correctly.
Mhm.
Correct.
Even
But
with friends.
So I feel like even if you feel some type of way, you have to learn how to suppress it
Yep.
yourself.
Right.
You can't
right.
dump it on that person and make them feel
Exactly.
what you're
Yeah.
feeling. So
True.
the only way is to suppress it yourself. So it'd be
Yeah.
like, you got to get out your own head. Oh, let me not even thinking about that. Even if it's a song.
Yeah.
Sometimes
yeah.
I would listen to it. Why would I listen to something that's going to put me in a bad mood? I'm not going to listen to it. If this song put me in a bad mood, I'm going to change the
Baby,
song.
please.
I'm bad.
I need see that's the next step for me. So I
Yeah.
will
I
say
don't
this
wanna be in that
past
mood.
see I will say this past
Okay,
2
I'm gonna try
years,
that because I
yeah.
want to listen to some sad
That gotta-
music.
that
told
got
you,
to go.
Like, dang,
I'ma
she
work
her
on that
mood.
one.
But
You
it's
can't-
my
you
song
can't.
though.
I'm gonna work on that one. But I ain't gonna say
It's a trigger.
I'm not even
It
gonna say I'm
is.
Why
100%
would you-
still that way.
Why would you want to put yourself in that place? So I learned that. I'd be like, oh no, this song gonna have me ready to nope. I don't want to
So
hear
then
it.
I don't know what music to go to. Then I'm
See,
gonna
we
go to
gotta-
some
No.
shoot it up, bang bang. music.
Right.
I'm
I'm
ready
not
to
even
kill.
just shoot it up, bang bang music. Some days you might listen to that music and it might not do nothing to you
Yeah.
because you might not
It does-
already
so that's
be
what
in
I
that
was just
mood.
about to say.
So
It's
if
a lot
you
of
are-
healing in that.
Exactly.
Because I will say for the past two, baby,
I'm working.
for the past
I'm
2
working
years,
on it.
I was
Let me
doing
see
that.
your stuff you wrote down.
See? For the
Look,
past
I
2
send
years,
it to you.
Right.
Well,
I
he just
send it to you.
said, yeah, you are a lot better. I promise you, he really tested to tell you for the past like maybe year and a half, 2 years,
Mhm.
baby, I've been suppressing.
But
Like,
I
literally
thought it wasn't
suppressing
good to
or
keep stuff
aggravation.
to
It's not
yourself.
even really
Like,
good, but if you already talked about it, if we already worked through it,
Then the
if
work
we
is on you now.
already- now I gotta
Right.
work on it within
Okay,
myself.
I get.
So
Okay, now try to say
just
that.
because
Okay.
I feel some
okay.
way, I can't trauma dump. That's
Yeah.
trauma
I
dump.
keep
Now I'm putting
Right,
us
okay.
all. I'm putting everybody
back in the
this
same.
mood.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
The
right.
Only
whole
time that type
house.
of stuff don't count is if you still living the same trauma you've been through. But when you have healed from something and y'all are getting past it and
And
it's
that's why
not
I
a
say
repeated
no
cycle,
one.
then you keep
fully
it moving.
heals.
No,
Like
some
you-
triggers be triggering.
Yeah, you just
I
gotta
agree.
learn
Yes, you
your
just
triggers
gotta-
and
Now,
work through
yeah.
them.
I
Yeah.
will say them songs were definitely was tearing me up.
That's
Some
what-
songs
yes,
will put you in
But
moods, baby.
I
They
will-
made for that.
It is, but I will say them songs, it don't really put me, it still put me in that space, but I promise you only them 3 minutes. I'm out of it. I feel like I
Okay.
have
So that
really
is-
Well, you
came
don't
past
soak
that.
in it.
I do not
Yeah,
soak in it
okay.
no more.
Okay. well.
Yeah. I'm
See,
with
I
you.
was
If I
just
soak in it,
soaking.
we'd be busting windows
I
every
stay
day.
mad too long, so I can't get in those.
And I was
I
like
hold-
that.
I hold on.
I'm still like that.
I can't.
I'm not gonna.
I hold
So
on.
I always
hold
thought,
it.
like you just said actually what I wrote down. I wanted to know, will bad memories ever go away? And it said it may not be possible, but you can use strategies to help cope with identifying them. What you just,
It's a lot of things I forgot, like, until that's why I don't think that they really all the way go away. Again, triggers.
I agree.
It's so many things that I forgot, and it'd be like, dang,
So many.
that happened to me. Dang, I went through that. Dang,
Mhm.
that seeing it, hearing it, but you put it out your mind because sometimes you work so hard to get away from those bad memories. Like if you put in all the work that you trying to put in, you wouldn't want to go in that space. So
I
if
agree. You
sit
don't want to
there
keep reliving
and-
it.
right, and put in all the work and do everything that you need to do to feel better, why would I want to go back in a place that I don't feel good? I feel sick. I feel irritated.
Right.
I feel mad. I want to be vulnerable. I want to be able to just
in
be
your soft space.
Yeah, I want to be la la la. I tell Corey when I'm in the car, I don't care. I don't think. I want my brain gone. I put it
Well,
out
I
the
wish I
window.
could not
I
I mean,
can't even do
that's
that.
the
I overthink.
key.
I
But
overthink.
that's the
I'm
key
a
with
overthinker.
Me
being
too.
to be free, and I want him to be like that,
That
with
is a-
me. Like
that
I want him
is-
to have his days where he be like, today I don't want to think. Like we gonna take
Ooh.
turns. Like
I
today
wish
I'm
I
not.
could do that.
How you
I'm
do
not
that?
thinking
Right.
today. I just do it.
Because that's a real thing. You know, it's like overthinking is a
It
baby,
is
it's
a-
a
it's a-
real
it's a
bad
killer, a
thing.
silent
It's a
killer.
silent killer.
Literally
Drive
kill
yourself crazy.
Yes. I was that person that just think about all the bad stuff all the time. And now I'm mad and
But-
the angry bird.
Yeah.
And no.
Some good memories
Me.
will make you sad as well.
Good memories will
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But good memories also come with triggers too.
Yep.
You know things that put you in those places. And
Mhm.
that's why for me, death is something that's so hard where people don't know how it really trigger people when you celebrating a death date, a birthday, or it. Everybody handle things so
Totally
differently.
Mhm.
And for me, it's a trigger. Like sometimes I could go on the internet and see my cousin picture and it don't do nothing to me. And some days I can go on the internet and just seeing his face put me in a whole funk. And now I'm irritated for the whole day, and the wrong thing could make me lose everything. But on the outside looking in, people don't know that. They looking at it like, oh, it's D1 birthday. We celebrating today. And they don't know for some people, that's a hurtful day. That's a sick
Me.
day.
Mhm.
That's a day that I wish I could sleep through, that I
Yes.
don't have to wake up and know what's going on. But people handle it different. I can't make them
Yes.
feel that way, but you also have to just,
Social media.
you got to think about other people.
My timeline
You know what I'm
right
saying?
now
It's,
is-
Oh yeah.
It's just like I could see somebody pass away on social media, and then my whole mood just
everything just changes.
everything
Yeah.
just, and I know it's
changes.
not supposed to, but it just hits me like, oh my god.
so it's
why I
knowing your
hate Facebook.
triggers. So it's like instead of looking or reading, you got to scroll past it.
I
If you
do.
see news stuff, if I see stuff where they be like, check on your people, I'm not looking. I got Shade Room, the news, Detroit news, Metro Detroit news, all those blocked on my phone. Why? Because those triggers for me. If I see something that say check on your people, somebody laid out on the middle of 7 Mile, I'm gonna be checking my kids' location, seeing where they at. If my mama don't answer the phone, my brother, I'm seeing where he. That's a lot on people.
Oh,
So if you
our guest is outside and can't get in.
oh, sorry.
What
we
happened?
coming.
So you know what I'm saying? Triggers can come from a lot of different things. You just got to know yours. I can't tell people what to post on their page. I can't be like,
Right,
don't never
right.
post him. I know I don't want
So
to
then
see it, so I
yeah,
got to scroll past
And it's
it. I
time to
can't
set
look
yourself
at it
up for that type
and
of
set
stuff. Like,
yourself up
you
for
do.
what triggers you. Take it out of your way.
like today and yesterday, or was it just today? I think my timeline is covered with
Rest
this
in
guy,
peace.
rest
Oh
in
my
peace, that we
God.
passed away. I literally logged in and logged back out because I know it was on my timeline every 5 seconds. So I had to just get off for a second because it's hurtful.
so-
It'll
And
put
my
you
heart
in a
can't
place.
handle that.
Yes, it put you in
It's
a
like-
place. All the kids, all of the things. The girl with the house in Detroit now, with the autistic son, leaving him in the house by himself.
You feel for that because you're a
Overnight.
mother.
I didn't even
You're
see
a
that.
mother.
It literally
Yep.
had me in tears
Yeah,
this morning.
send
I
you
was like,
another.
looking at the video,
I ain't
one
even
to
see
see
that.
that you leaving this baby on a floor. He don't even have a bed with just a mattress and a blanket, a sleeping bag, look like. And it's just like, y'all ain't seen enough. Like when you scroll on the internet, all you see is somebody kid died from this, and this, and it's like they're still not learning. So what I'm gonna do? Make myself upset every single time? Nope.
Nope.
I'm blocking the
Because it's
news.
gonna keep
Right.
I don't want to
going.
see it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me
What's
about
up? What's
it.
up?
Don't
What's
talk
up?
to me about it. I don't want to know.
Here come Brandon on the color people time.
This is yes, our guest, Brandon, coming in here on CP time.
Life is life out there.
Yes, life is life.
Boy,
Let me
like
get
that
you
too.
situated.
Right.
We were talking about Kira is talking about
Memories.
Hey,
how
How it can be your biggest enemy.
Oh, yeah.
What you think about that?
For sure. We all got trauma. Like I say, we all damaged. They got generational trauma that you pass down. But a part of breaking that is basically being fearless or teaching other beliefs, going against the grain. You know, sometimes you got to go against the grain in order to gain. As far as like
Put your
Let's
mic
just
over
say-
About
time.
to tell them that.
let's just say like you got a past trauma with love or something, right? Let's just use that for example. Let's just say you had your heart broken in your last relationship, so now you scared to love in your future relationship. You can't go into life fearful like that. You know what I'm saying? You blocking your blessings
Mhm.
I
because
agree.
you scared or you holding on to things that maybe have you guarded or shielded.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you ain't gonna make it through life unscathed. So it's just is what it
True.
is. You gotta some
But
stuff
how
you
do
gotta
you
jump out there in faith.
unguard yourself? That's my thing. How do you just go? I asked you this before too. Like, how do you just let your guard down?
Now that's the
I
part.
think it's getting in a safe space. Once you in a safe space, I think where you feel like your guard can be let down, it's the only way. But you got to put yourself in that place. Only you can put yourself there. Nobody else don't know really how you feel inside. Only
Right,
you.
right.
So only you can put you in a place where you feel safe, your heart feels safe, your mind feels safe, even if it's single. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be in a relationship. So, but it's like acceptance, like, okay, if it come, it come. But a lot of people, I think the main thing is like we chase things that's really not there for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
not there for you,
yeah, that's not there for you, or it's not
or
really
they're real at all.
And we chasing a dream
or
and
it's
not facing the
meant
reality.
for you. Everything is not meant for you. Everybody not meant to be rich. Everybody not meant to be
Right.
small. Everybody not meant to be dark,
Right.
light. So it's like walking in your own path when you see your own lenses and try to only see your lenses and walk through them. I think that's the only way. And learning that bad memories, everybody got them. Good memories, everybody got them.
Mhm.
But you can't live in them. You can't let your memories define you. Basically, you gotta let go and move on.
Sure.
Like,
And we
think-
place blame. We place blame
I do
a lot.
agree that.
And I think that's why a lot of
I
our
agree on
memories
that one.
stay, because everything always go back to
Mhm.
childhood. And it's like, when do you let that go?
Not even
When is it on
childhood.
you though?
Just blame and take it off on you. Yeah.
When is it on you? When is enough? Like, okay, well, I did this.
That's self-reflection. That's something terrible.
I did
Mhm.
this, and righting your own wrongs. Like, oh, okay, well, I know I could have handled this. Like me, I'd be like, oh, I know I was a nutcase, but everybody don't react like that.
That's
some
why I
people
always
be like,
yeah.
that should take
I didn't do
time.
nothing. It do. It's
It
a place.
does.
It's a hard place to be.
That's why I
It
always
does.
wonder, like, which one is dangerous, your heart or your brain?
Your heart.
Oh,
Yeah, what is it?
Your
Which
heart.
one is dangerous?
I
your
definitely
heart
think
or
I
your
think I'm
brain?
gonna have to say the heart with him. I'm think I'm gonna have to agree
Your
with
heart
that.
is way more dangerous than your brain.
Yep.
'Cause
It
if you
ain't thinking.
I think
if
that
you think,
brain.
right,
No.
You
think
gotta
the brain-
function with
No,
that's
brain.
natural right
Nah,
there.
your
So,
brain,
so
yeah.
look,
What I
so your brain is
Your
your
heart can
is
be
natural
deceived too. Your
yeah,
heart
you're
can-
right.
Yeah.
You're right. The heart can be
you'll do
deceived.
things.
but
You'll
I
do
don't
things out the
know.
kindness of your heart.
Exactly.
That's
that
not
you know
strategic
not
for
right
you.
too though.
You know what I mean?
But the
Like-
heart can make you do some messed up stuff.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like you'll give a person your last knowing you need it.
Yeah.
Is
Your
that smart?
conscience
That's why
telling
Is
you
that
don't-
smart?
don't.
Like you know
No.
what I'm saying? Right.
Yo,
Not smart at all.
And your
Right.
brain saying don't do that. That's your last 20. And he ain't
Mhm.
giving it back.
Mhm.
But, your
But that's
heart-
why you ain't supposed to give it if you
but
can't spare it.
But
No,
your heart gonna
yeah,
make you do it.
No, you gonna give it if your heart is I don't get like it depends
And
on
then
what it
be
is.
as
You're right,
like,
because you
what I
can
mean?
know a person using you and you'll still do for that
Yeah.
person
If you
just because
love
the way you
them.
set up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
So
Like, so you
the
know what
heart
I'm
more
saying?
dangerous.
Yeah, yeah.
I
They
always
did- they-
ask people that because that's just like, what is going on?
I
Like,
agree.
it's
heart
something
may
in
have
your
you
heart,
doing
but you're
It's so
thinking,
dangerous.
you know, some
Like your mind play tricks on you, of
Definitely.
course. Like, you know what I'm saying? It go both ways, but
Mhm.
like your heart will put you in some compromising positions, and you'll be like, "Man, I knew that was stupid as hell. Why I do that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I think
if
they
you got
kind of go
prior,
together too, though.
yeah, if you got
they
prior,
do.
see, but if you got
Mhm.
prior knowledge of what you're doing before you do it, and you know it's wrong, then you can't have your heart mislead you. You already know your brain
True.
telling you this shit wrong.
That's
You
some
know what I'm saying?
cycles. You're breaking the cycle
Mhm.
right there.
You already know,
You've been
but
there
you
before.
want to lead with your heart. You want to lead with love.
Mm-mm.
And sometimes it ain't about that. Sometimes you got to actually move strategically because shit, it's about survival at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because ain't nobody gonna come save you. So, you know what I mean? If you trying to make it, right? And then you giving up all your resources to make it. Like somebody told me a story, like, it was one day it was a person that was stranded at sea. And long story short is a helicopter came, boat came, all these things came, right? The guy died at sea and went up to heaven and asked God, like, why didn't you come save me?
I heard that.
He sent things to save you. You gave them away. You looked over them. You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
thought that God was coming in person. No, he sent a boat, a helicopter, all of these things. So you got to move strategic. The heart of just have you doing some things that, not saying that that's a bad thing, because we all want to be good people,
Right.
but you also got to move with the things that align with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to set yourself back.
So besides a memory, what else can be our biggest enemies?
Fear.
I agree. Woo, that's a big one. I agree.
Fear, most definitely.
I agree.
Fear.
Fear is yes.
It set
I agree.
boundaries on you though. You
Mhm.
can't grow in fear.
You
You
can't.
can't be scared to fail. You can't be scared to love. You can't be scared to risk it
Mhm.
because I mean, of course, we all
Did you
working
just
for.
read me?
Like we all got things that we feel
Saw
like
right through
valuable
you.
and stuff like that, right? Let's just say you worked hard to get your big house. You worked hard to get this nice car, but I'll risk it. Like you will risk it all for people that you love. Like you
Mhm.
see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that I think that one fear.
Fear
fear
might
of
be number
losing it.
one.
That's definitely number
Fear
one. I'm
number
up here.
one.
Look, we
The
just
fear-
said
the
fear. I
fear-
can't even think of that.
the
That's
fear of the
That's
unknown,
number one
the
for
fear of
sure.
the unknown, the
thinking
fear
right
of
now.
losing.
Fear.
Right now, the whole world living in fear. We don't know nothing about anything that's
About
going
nothing
on.
was gonna happen.
Most
All
people
these
in the
plane
fear of
crashes.
flying
We
because
just
I'm
yes,
one of them.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? I never been scared of nothing. I said that like, dang,
Fear
I
is
never been
definitely-
scared.
And
Like,
you're not supposed to. Yeah.
but now I'm like second guessing it,
See,
and
okay.
it's like that's
I got
never
something for
me.
you. I got something for
Oh,
you.
I'm
right?
definitely second guessing it. I'm
Remember
gonna be on that
and
one.
it's
It's,
like,
it's
that's
not really
never
gonna happen.
me.
Probably. I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
drive like an
I
idiot.
I be like, oh, I'm gonna
Remember
jump
we
out
was
the
just talking
plane.
think
about
we're
I'ma
finna
the
jump.
heart.
try. Yeah.
Now I'm like, baby, I
I
don't
said
know.
fear, right?
Mhm.
That's in your heart.
Mhm.
Right?
See?
In your brain, you know, like, damn, this airplane's crashing.
Yeah.
So that means I'm gonna drive.
Mhm.
Smart. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, okay.
that don't mean you're gonna stop flying. I'm just gonna stop flying while the plane's crashing right now
Right,
until they
right.
figure this shit out. I'll
Right.
drive. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly what I'm
I'm a-
probably finna end up doing.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
Right, but
scared.
then even with that, look at all the car crashes too. People driving on the freeway the wrong way.
But I see
So
that
I
already.
go back and forth between like that's why I never been scared of nothing. If it's gonna happen, if it's gonna happen. If it's my time, it's my time. But now it's like, dang, do I put everybody else in that too? Because if you're going on the plane, you ain't going by yourself.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a risk.
Hey, James.
Mhm.
You taking the risk. You know what I'm saying? To even say I'm going on the plane now, but is fear gonna stop you?
Yeah.
It might.
It definitely
Yeah.
stopping me
That's what
right
I'm
now.
saying.
I got some silly
It's
shit. Look.
stopping
Now,
everybody.
Look.
That's
It's
what I
definitely
said.
killing
Everybody
it for me
living
right
in
No
fear
now.
right
how
now.
many
Yeah.
times I get on the plane?
You scared.
Hell
And
yeah.
I'm already
So-
scared.
so
So
listen,
listen,
so
at this
listen.
point,
So
I'm
this,
praying.
so this number,
Yeah.
this statistic that happened and all these planes crashing didn't lower my fear. That shit a risk every time. Every time I step outside,
That's
Yeah,
a
it
risk.
is.
It's a risk.
Like, so it just made me more aware of the statistical shit that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they ain't mediate my risk or my fear of it. Like when I get on
And
the
it
plane,
ain't like
I'm-
it ain't been happening. It's just happening
Yeah.
frequently now.
Mhm.
It's more out in the
That's
news.
why I'm
Like,
I mean, because I
Yeah.
see stuff that keep saying that it was more planes crashed
Mhm.
uh-huh.
than
we know about it.
2024.
Yeah, that's what I was just
But
saying.
that
It's
the
been
news
happening. They just
didn't focus on
Yeah.
it. So it's like now you don't really
like
know.
what's the
It's
distraction?
almost like
Because
you
y'all
don't
trying
know
to
what to
distract
believe
They don't
now.
want you to be
So
in
you
fear.
have to
Yeah.
go with you got to just live basically.
Well, my
I
dad
feel
told
like
me to
that's
drive,
what
so I
you-
guess I'm gonna be taking the 12-hour drive.
Take your gut, follow your heart, and live. That's the only
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, the
Ain't
world
nothing we
been
can
whirling
do.
before us.
Most
so
definitely.
you know what I'm saying. I done survived all this time.
And that's a lot of
Yeah.
stress living
And
in
what's
fear.
ever gonna happen?
It's
And
Gonna
you just
happen.
said that's a silent killer.
Didn't I say it's a silent
Stress
killer?
is fear is stress.
It's, oh
Ain't
my
nothing
Most
killing us.
God.
definitely.
Jesus. Wow, fear. That's yeah. I can't even think of no other one, y'all, right now. Like
Mhm.
that was
That's
just like
it.
the
It's top
biggest
of the
one.
line for sure.
Top of the line for sure.
What do you fear? Because I know we just said
Death.
fear is at the, me too. Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, for death.
Well, y'all just
And
heard
I-
That shit,
and
that
I-
shit around the, that shit
and the
around
thing
the corner.
about it
But
is,
if you-
I-
it's
and
so
it's
close.
scary.
we can't
It's
live
so
in
close
that.
to
We
you.
can't keep thinking.
I'm not
and focusing
scared
I
to
on
can't
it.
die.
stop thinking about. I'm trying
just
not
scared. I think I'm scared of the unknown. I'm
Yeah.
scared of when it's gonna be, if my kids gonna be okay, if they gonna
Mhm.
be old enough, if I'm gonna see my
Yeah.
grandchildren.
Alright, so-
It's all of those.
I'm scared about
things
the
that come-
unfinished stuff
Yeah,
that I have
I'm
to
scared.
do.
I'm scared.
of the timing of
Yeah.
it. But to just die, I don't think I'm
And I
scared
feel
of
like
that.
I haven't
See, but-
lived my
Yes.
life.
Now-
enough.
You're
now
right.
look,
I
I got
will
the
say I'm
theory.
not scared to actually
To
die because if you let me
Right.
die old in my bed,
I
my
gotta.
kids are
I'm
grown and
okay.
okay. I'm okay.
Yeah.
But the living
See,
to
but-
dying without
Look,
knowing
so
what's
Yeah.
somebody
we
put
ain't
this
fixing stuff
perspective
yet,
on me.
I gotta
Like when
wait.
Nipsey Hussle died, right? Oh, I'm sorry. When
Mhm.
Nipsey Hussle died, right? There was like somebody said something in one of their interviews was like you wonder why babies die and like they be innocent and all of this, like they never got a chance and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
Like my man said something like we all here to fulfill our destiny.
That's a
You don't know
assignment.
how long it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You
Nobody knows their
you
number.
might finish your assignment early. It's time to leave.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But to the world, it seemed cruel.
Cruel.
You served your
Yeah.
purpose. You see what I'm saying? And the fear is not serving your purpose.
And do
You
you,
got so many.
do you never notice when people do pass,
uh,
they be like, "Well, he had just did that. Probably
Mhm.
was the assignment,"
Mhm.
and you just never know. So that's the scary part about
And
it.
then
to
we
me.
living in our own what we think our assignments are. Maybe
Right.
our
We
assignment
put an
isn't to
assignment
wait
on
until we
ourselves.
raise our
Yeah.
children. This is the way. Maybe the assignment is this. We don't know what
I
that
mean, because
assignment
you can look
is.
at it from all different ways of life. You get some people who lose their parents, they get stronger. They get because they don't have no choice. Then you get
Yeah.
some people who they can't go without, like they lose everything. They go into this deep, dark place. So it's just like it's so many different ways that it can go. And that's what's the scary part. But right now, I think that's the only thing I'm scared of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
my
too.
fear would be definitely to enter another relationship. I am scared to love again because I do not want to
Really?
get hurt again because it took me too long to get out of that.
Oh, Look,
Out of the
it works both
space.
ways though.
What,
you don't
what
think-
went both ways?
So in your relationship, the damage that was done to you, it might not have been reciprocated the same. But if y'all loved each other and y'all had to split, love is a drug.
But it ain't about that. I
Yeah, I
ain't
mean,
worried
but
about how that
the
person
fear.
felt.
Mhm,
It's just
but you
fear.
worried but that it damaged you so much that it's blocking your blessings. You see what I'm saying? Like you're not even reaching your full capabilities because
I'm
you're
not.
scared.
Yeah.
Because what if you could have been on 100 dates and having a wonderful good time and then met your husband? And you out here just saying no.
Your husband probably passed you every day.
Right.
You know
And
what I
just
mean?
no.
Didn't
No.
Jennifer just say, I gotta be ready?
Yeah, but like
You do.
All right,
You
all right.
do
So
gotta
look,
be
all right.
ready.
So look. Let's
Don't go
go
damage that
back.
man.
Don't go damage it right. I don't
That's
want to go
right.
out damaging people.
You was
'cause-
scared.
That's
You
right.
was scared
Don't
to
go
ride
mess
a
with that
bike
man.
before you knew how. You just knew you
Oh.
wanted one.
Right.
Then
I
you went
still
out there.
want one. I do want one.
Then you went out there. No, I'm talking about a regular bike. Then you went out there with training wheels because somebody
Okay.
went out there with you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They ain't just give
know
you the
where you
bike and
going.
just like, all right, going out there, get back up on the. No, you got to go at your pace, but you got to realize that you got to get back in the game. Nobody is coming to save you
scared
until
of.
you apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? You
So
got
ain't
to.
nobody gonna come get me out of bed.
No.
No.
No. Like you know how they be like,
But
you know what I'm saying? You know how they be like,
have to go out and look
Amazon
for it.
delivery.
You don't have to go. It could be
You
your
don't gotta
Amazon
look for it.
driver. You don't gotta go look for it.
yeah, you
I'm
don't gotta
just
look
saying,
for
It
it.
might be the FedEx man. He might.
Yeah, but you gotta
give you
answer
a
the door
package
when he
and
knock.
say,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
just
what your
never
body
know.
looking
Yeah, I ain't saying
It's
you
like
gotta
a-
go out here looking for your husband because your husband will find you but what you gotta do is go out into the world because staying in your house is not gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? Just because you created peace inside your home.
I'm going
That's
outside
like
at 65 and
that's
go
like
to
a
my
comfortable
finally.
like we good at staying in a spot that's comfortable.
Definitely.
You gotta learn how to
comfortable.
you
I
gotta
agree.
learn how to move and get comfortable in
Okay.
areas where you're not comfortable. Because how you
I'm my
Yeah,
own
see,
enemy.
comfortability is cool
I'm
and
my
all,
own
but in
enemy.
certain areas.
see, but
When you
like
find that you're comfortable in areas that you should be probably still moving, get up out of it.
if you
And that
if
is
you comfortable for
you.
too long,
How
you
long you been
settling.
there?
Yep.
You
If
got
you
comfortable.
comfortable
Don't
for
do
too
You
that.
said
long,
you got comfortable.
settling.
Don't do that.
You
Most
said you've been here and got
definitely.
comfortable. It's time to be uncomfortable.
Did you just hear her comfort me? Talk about
Yeah.
how long it's been.
Just saying. You said you comfortable, so it's time to get up out of
Anyways,
there.
what other memory do you
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like,
Well,
what up?
So okay. You said something earlier I want to comment on, but I don't even remember. Where your notes?
on my notes?
You said something
What did
and
I
you made
say
me
in my
forget the
notes?
comment. It
About
was
my
about the
notes?
memory.
It was about my memory. Which one? About the bad, negative,
No.
the process of the brain.
No. Let me see if I
And then it say we tends to hold on to the bad memories as a survival mechanism to learn from your mistake.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
that's-
Yeah, no, but this
okay, I like
this is
that.
true. But you need that. This shit is like a
Yep.
manual.
Mhm.
Like you see what I'm saying? Like, yep, you don't go in there.
You don't do that
You
again.
don't do that.
You don't
Making that
touch that
mistake.
See,
fire.
but
It's
listen,
hot.
that don't mean
And that
you.
might be a little
That's why I'm
toxic
a trigger.
too.
Let's
No.
see. I was,
Yeah.
about, I
See,
was
look.
just about to cut into that.
No, because
Yeah.
you can learn
Yeah.
that
Look,
that's
how
something
you
that
do
you
it, though.
don't do.
Dude, yeah.
You can learn that that's something you don't do and just not do it again. It's like touching the fire.
Mhm.
If you touch the fire and you get burnt, you know it's hot. You know now in your head you got burnt before. You know all the feelings of what it done to your hand. You're not gonna go touch that fire again no more, right? But you might still go near a
And
fire.
test it.
You might put a
But-
pot on
but,
the
all right,
fire.
You might put an
might
oven
do
mitt
a
on
lot
and
of
stick your hand in the
things.
oven.
You're gonna
I like how
protect
she's
your
saying
hand
that.
at all costs now,
Mhm.
but you still dealing with fire because you have no choice.
So it's really about how you approach it.
It's
Because
about
that's kind of
how
like
you
having your
approach it.
guard up a little bit.
Exactly.
So you
gotta
don't
keep
want to
that
have it
up.
up so much when you are
Where
in the
you
dating part of
can't-
it. We're talking about the dating where you can't.
where somebody can't come through.
Yeah.
You gotta just have it up enough where you can raise it down a little bit.
keep the
like,
reality
the
shades
main
on
thing
so you know what's
is
going on.
So
getting
I
to
need
know
to
people.
practice mindfulness as well. It says
Most definitely.
Practice what?
Mindfulness.
Yeah. I'm working on all that. I am. I'm doing a good job, y'all. I don't know.
You
Y'all
know how
I'm
it tells
telling
you
y'all I'm
to
doing a
feel
good
your
job.
emotions, like you know, sometimes you don't want to feel it because it's just so damaging to you. You don't want to think about that bad memory. That's where I am up and down sometimes when I'm trying to heal, and you don't, you have to figure out why are you feeling like that from that memory.
And you know what? Sometimes we talk about memory, and then we assume that you healed from it.
Right.
Maybe you didn't heal from
Right.
that.
Right,
Maybe
you
you
just-
just went through that
Right.
and kept it going.
Yeah.
So that's why it's probably a real bad trigger.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because once you heal from something like that, you will start gaining those tasks you need
See,
to make
but
sure you don't go back.
I
in that
also
space.
think that you looking at it from a perspective like you're gonna be strong all the way around. It's never gonna happen. You're
Probably
gonna
so.
you're gonna
Is that
always
air?
have a soft. You're gonna always have. You're gonna always have a soft spot. Like you know what I mean. Like no
Yeah,
matter
agreed.
how blossomed you become as an individual, like
Mhm.
it's still gonna be stuff that trigger you. Like if it don't, you're not human. You
That's
see
why we
what
got
I'm
y'all
saying?
trying to act
And
like we
that's
so
why you-
strong.
And that's why you just
No.
you learn how to acknowledge your triggers. You see what triggers you and try to avoid them as much as possible. Like it's the only way.
So then it says,
I kind of disagree with that a little bit.
Avoiding
Why?
your triggers.
Yeah, I how you gonna?
Oh, I
how-
do.
how-
I
how
disagree
are you-
too.
How are
To
you challenge-
avoid 'em?
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't think
cha-
I can avoid no trigger.
I think in the healing phase, it's okay to try to avoid them, but at some point, you really got to get through them
Yep.
because I need to be
got an
able to
example.
say if I'm triggered by, I don't even know. I don't know.
I got
this-
an example for
This
you.
damn flyer. I don't know.
No,
If
you
I
gotta
walk in
give
this
a-
room,
You gotta give a real example.
I
That's
got,
the only
Okay,
way.
really?
I got an example for
That's
you.
the only way
Okay.
I'm understanding.
Say if I'm triggered
you
by,
chewing that gum in here.
oh my god,
I got a real
she
life
make me
example
spit
for
it
you.
out every damn
Use
episode.
that as an example.
Give an example
Go
because
ahead.
we on the
Go
same
ahead.
page
All
here.
right, so
Give an
we said-
example.
we said that we got a common thing of fear of death, right?
Okay.
So we all done been to funerals, right?
Mhm.
So this is like a trauma that you don't want to relive, but some funerals you're not gonna miss. You see
Some
what I'm saying?
funerals I
You
ain't
gonna-
going
Right,
to
you
either.
gonna-
right.
It's,
That
it's gonna
part.
be those that you not going to, but it's gonna be those that you know you're not gonna miss. Like you see what I'm saying? Like
And you don't want to
like,
go in there and lose
right,
your shit.
You see what I'm saying? So even though this is a triggering moment for you, you still had to face that shit. You see what I'm saying? Knowing you ain't want to, knowing you ain't want to be there,
Right.
your life
that's how you
still made
heal.
you. This
Right.
is,
But
this
I
is,
said sometimes you have to avoid them. Like that means sometimes you have to avoid them.
Like avoid how?
If you see it, or
Some
something,
things
if
you
know,
can't, like I just gave you the example with a song. Like if you know that song put you in a bad place, why would I sit there and listen to it? It's certain things you can do to prevent yourself from going into negative spaces. If you don't want to be negative, you really don't have to. If you on the phone with certain people, it's certain people who I know what I'm gonna get out the conversation. So if today is a bad day and I'm not in the mood and I know that these conversations gonna put me in a place, I'm not talking to that person. It's having boundaries and knowing your triggers. If I be like, oh, they about to set me off, I ain't answering.
No, I 100% agree with
So
all that. I
it's
think
avoiding-
the separate part of it was just like you avoiding not all the time. You avoiding sometimes when you
That's why I said
right, just sometimes
Yeah.
you just avoiding in situations when you know your space can't handle that
When
right
I
now.
know I can't.
And that's
handle
one
it.
thing
But then
from
when you
versus
get
all the
put
way
in the
avoiding
place where you have to be, then you got to know how to process it. So if you
Yeah.
go in the funeral and you know it put you in the place, it
Okay.
might be one of those things where I'm only coming in to show my face and then I'm gone to show my respect because
Okay.
I can't handle that. I
Yeah.
can't put myself in a place that's gonna put me in the funk, have me down, make me having all these bad memories come back to myself. So for myself, I can't worry about what everybody else think, and that's where a lot of times we go wrong because it's like, oh, they're gonna be mad if I don't show up. But if I don't show up because this place put me in a bad space or this person put me in a bad space, that should be my prerogative.
And that part is bothering me just in general with people judging you for making certain decisions.
For
I don't know
yourself.
for yourself.
Mhm.
I think people at this age in life now, I think people need to realize we are all going through our own
I agree.
ish. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you got on your plate. You don't know what's on my plate. So if I'm making certain decisions to not be involved for the moment, just let me have that
Just
space.
because it makes sense to me, it may
not make
you.
sense to you. Just let it be.
It may be
And
this,
I think
Crystal.
the only way to deal with that too is you got to learn how to not care.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it don't bother you, that was my only way to get over a lot of things. I had to learn how to not care. If I don't care if somebody mad, oh well. This
See,
is
that's
what
my
I
thing.
did.
I
for
really
me.
be caring.
But when
I
you
do
do it
too.
for
I
you,
still do,
but
but
when
it's
you
not
do
as
it for
bad.
you, it can't be bad because I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
So that's like if you got an ex, right? And you know that being in this space with this person put you in a bad place. Say your ex-husband, you might not don't want to be around him, and it's a mutual friend having a party that y'all both became associates with. If you take it upon yourself to say, I'm not coming because being around this person trigger me, they should respect that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But-
true.
yeah.
That's
But
true.
it
See,
don't
look,
happen. People
got
will
a
still be
point for
mad.
you, right?
Yeah.
All
True.
right, now you do got a point there, but nothing can conquer me like that. You see what I'm saying? You could be here, and I don't deal with you like that. I don't gotta come conversate with you.
But you got to get to that space.
You
Nah,
definitely
I-
gotta be
I
in
got
that
that.
space.
Get
And
to
that
that
may have
space.
it on your face
I'm
either.
already at
Yeah.
that space
You
because
gotta get
I
there.
don't
That's a good
care.
space.
I can't listen.
You
Like,
gotta
say
get there.
this was a function, and it was a group of people over here that I don't fuck with, but my people over here that I do fuck with. I'm going to go fuck with them. I don't care what they
Right.
saying about me.
Right.
I don't care
I
about
can do
it.
that.
Like
all
that's
day.
that's the
But
part that you're
that's
talking about. I
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
that's where you got to get to the I don't care.
You can only
Right
care
there.
about those who care for you. Like, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? You don't even argue with
See,
people that
that's
you don't care
toxic.
about.
Oh, we gotta get our shit together.
Now, you don't even argue with people that you don't care about.
Yeah,
you
you
might
don't.
debate,
You
but
might
you don't
debate.
argue. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But they
It
want
don't.
to see you riled up like that. Anyway.
But see, that's all a
That's
part of
all about,
growing.
yeah.
That go back to what I told you. I
Mhm.
used to I shut the internet down and be retarded.
Mhm.
But therefore, when you grow and you learn better, it's like, why would I do that? What am I gaining from that? The only person I'm upsetting is me. I'm at home. This person not here with me. I'm upset. I'm yelling. I'm hollering. Only person hearing that, my kids, my husband, they not here. They on the other end.
So I think the space he's
place.
talking about is you definitely want to get into that space because you don't want to give nobody the type of
The
power to have that energy over you, though.
energy over you. So
And-
once you get to the I don't care, you can go show up wherever.
You sure can.
And you can pick and choose the energy that you choose to entertain.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
You know what I'm
can.
saying? You don't have to be a negative person
You can
because,
scroll past
like you
it.
say, like I don't have to be a negative person. Like I don't have to go over here and go indulge into this. Like
Negativity.
if you just a negative person, I could still be your friend. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I could just control the spaces or the
And how to
frame
cut
that
off
I
it.
deal
Yeah,
with you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
when
Everybody,
I deal with
everybody
you
got
when I
that-
need
There's a lot
to.
of people
Everybody-
that's
Yep.
like that
See,
out here.
but like certain people,
You accepting them for
like
who
man,
they
you
are.
kind of every
Accept them
friend,
for who they are.
Just
every
meeting
friend
people
you
where they
either
at.
Yeah.
every friend or person that you deal with on a regular basis, you either got some form of admiration for them or something, because we're not dealing with people just to be dealing with them.
Right,
Like, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
When
And
it
it could
boils
be
down
you
to
might
it,
love
I
that
can either
person.
learn something
Yeah.
from you, I can benefit from you. This is a cycle. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just don't want to look at it like that. Like this shit, like if I can't use you in my life, then you useless. Like, you
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying this like to use you like to use you to like run you dry, but you have to be an asset
Mhm.
versus a liability. We getting too
Sometimes-
grown to just be.
But
I
I
don't think
think
it's
I
always
was
an
just
asset
about
either.
to say that come with
Sometimes
age.
people are true.
That come
Sometimes
with
people are
age.
just keeping people around because they love that person. There's so many people that got friendships from 20 some
You're
years
right,
ago, but that
yeah.
person does
you're
not
right, you're
benefit
an
your
asset.
today's life.
You might be an
but
asset
you-
in a department that you don't know.
You might be the
Yeah,
asset, but
right,
they might not
right,
be.
So
Hold on,
so
let me
that's
show you.
why you the
Okay.
asset to
No,
them.
no,
I get
no.
what he's saying.
You
Yeah, I
are-
get that part.
No. They are an asset to you
How?
because they've been around for 20 years and none of this stuff burdened you or nothing, right? So yeah, obviously you needed that love. You needed that attention that they garner for you. You see what I'm saying? So it looked like
The
financial.
love is both ways.
You see what I'm saying? It might look like from your end that it's like, damn, I'm always got the money. I'm always doing this. I'm always doing it. But you always with this person too, right?
Right.
So that means that you have love for that person and they have the love that they giving out to you. You
receiving
need
something
that.
back.
You
Because
feel
if you
that
had,
you
'cause
need
if
to
you
be
had
needed.
enough
You're
of
receiving
it,
something.
yeah, because
So basically what you're saying is you're
if
receiving
if you had
something.
enough of it, why the hell are you just gonna have leeches around?
But I think again,
But if
like
you got
said,
a person that you
come with age.
love,
Because I'm thinking
or
about the
that love you.
non-transactional at all. I'm not thinking about no transactions, but I'm
A
talking about
friendship.
just no money, no
Look, friendship,
nothing, but just a
a
friendship of love.
Like if I love you and I'm you statistically just on the board, you might not be an asset, but you definitely don't feel like none of your friends is dead weight at this point in life. Like you see what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
done made it, I'm down there 40. You done down there
Mhm.
made
It's
it.
something you done
Like you
found,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
in
Or
your
I done found
friendship.
something in you. I done
Yeah.
found some
Mhm.
admiration. I got some silver
It's
lining
something.
in you. You see what I'm saying? And you obviously see that in me to spend so much time. We
Mhm.
don't know how much time we got, so I invested into a lot of people that you don't deal with. So
True.
you can't just be pouring your time into stuff that you don't think.
So I don't
That
think
part.
you was here when I said this, and I don't know if this is what Crystal wanted to go back on. Bad memory sticks because of the story you tell yourself, and your brain believes what you repeat. So if you constantly saying, "Oh, I'm sad. Oh my God, I'm depressed," or this like I'm in this bad mood. Have you ever just woke up like I don't feel good, and your brain believes it, and now something hurt on your body?
No, hell no.
You don't think so?
Nah, I do believe what you're saying.
That's very
Like,
true,
I
'cause
do
our
believe
brain
you
makes
can.
pain
I do believe.
always.
I do believe you
I
can
think
speak
it
things
is.
into existence.
Most
I do
definitely.
believe that, and I do believe a part of it, like you know what I'm saying, is mental. Like you know what I'm saying, like you could make your mind can make you believe you ill. I believe
Mhm.
a point of that, but no, I ain't never waking up like that. Life already difficult. I wake up at like this shit damn near like a program.
I was
You
just
get
about
up
to say,
and you go right to the routine. You plugged right into the program. Like
That's
you get
what I'm
up
saying. So you got to break that routine.
but what you said
at what
'cause-
point in time? At one
I'm
second. man. At what point in time do you have like this is where
To
it
break
comes?
your
This is
routine?
where the risks come in. All right, so you living your life, doing everything that it take to pay your bills, take care of your kids.
Uh-huh.
Now, what time do you have to take the risk on yourself?
That's what I want to know.
You
So
don't.
that's
You
so you
gotta
saying
find
you
the time.
don't?
My boy sent me a text message at
Gotta
like
find
5
it.
in the morning. We talk about stuff like this all the time. And he said, and the text message said, if you got the time to get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, it could be at work and build somebody else's dream. You got the time to wake up at 5 to build yours.
Exactly. Very
Yes.
true.
Most
I
You
read
don't
that.
never,
I
so all
read
right.
that
So when y'all
years
pull up to the
ago.
crib, I got a question for y'all. Like when y'all pull up to the crib, do y'all like most people sit in the car for
Me.
a minute?
all the
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
See, when you pull up to the crib, what you be thinking about? You decompress about the day and all that.
Definitely.
Every day I pull
what
up
I
to
got to
the-
do next. I got to
You
go
see
in
what
this
I'm
house. I
saying?
got to cook.
You
You
I gotta
can't
do
do
this.
that. You
That's
need
what I'm thinking
You
of.
need a
This is my
shield
thought
in
process.
between.
This is you got to decompress. You got to let the
Yeah.
day roll off of you before
Mhm.
you jump right into mama mode. Though you
Mhm.
need at least 15, 20 minutes. That's hard to balance all that shit at
Mhm.
one time. But I pull up to the house and be like, damn, all right, my job cool, but I don't see myself doing this shit 20 more years.
That's
Yeah.
I'm looking
definitely.
for an out.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
Every
That's
I'm
what
looking
day
for an
for me.
out.
I'm looking
that's
See,
for
but
an
like
out.
thinking about it,
but I
not
just
with
not
right
getting to
then.
an age. I wish I would have knew that. I always thought to get up and go get some money or some
Right.
shit, but like to actually be looking for an out is different. Like invest, do this, try to change your pattern of spending, try to
Right.
change the things that you spending money on
Mhm.
because it don't take long to change your trajectory. You know what I'm saying? You got 90 days, you got 30 days. A lot can change. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Life change every day. So you never know. Just trying to do something different because like if you keep on doing the same thing, you're gonna end up in the same spot. You can work hard forever and never end up nowhere.
I agree.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
agree.
Like I don't want to be 68 getting SSI
I
and
know.
living check to check.
At all.
Man, I still got some life living in me. You know what I'm saying? I want to get them racks and go live some life on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be
I
able to do
agree.
it. Like you gotta take some time. like for
For
yourself.
you do.
Like you got like how y'all investing in yourself with this podcast. This is something for y'all, regardless if it's therapeutic or not. This is an investment
Right.
in your time and something that y'all believe in. And one day it might sprout, but it took you to plant the seed to get it to where you want. You ain't gonna just go out
Amen.
there and get no tree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just how I gotta go. But they don't teach that.
Nope.
You know what
No.
I'm saying?
Nope.
They don't teach nothing that you really need.
Hell
No.
That's what I was about to say about what you said with come age. You pay attention to what you put inside your mind. All about even with the TV. If you watch a commercial over and over and over again, you're going to start thinking about that. If you watch
Yep.
the same show over and over again, if I keep watching a commercial about somebody who got to go get a surgery because I start diagnosing myself
I've been
with
told you
all
that.
of those things. So it's like, imagine all of the negative
All
things
that.
that you put in yourself.
Yes.
Or like he said, going to put all your energy into somebody else's job.
Yeah.
I just said
I
that this morning,
diagnose
like that's not
myself
the
every
American
day.
dream, but
It's
that's
not.
what they told us.
And that's what we got to
That's
do
what they
right now.
told us the
So
American
it's
dream
like,
was
yeah.
to work hard
And I
every
think,
day.
and I
but
think
no.
we so used to that routine of working hard every day. When you do get in, that's why I said when I do get home, get in my car, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to think about what's next. Like you
So-
said, I wish I could
think
just
that-
stop thinking.
Look, I got
That going
I got
that,
people-
that
I got
traumatized me
homeboys
so
from-
much. I hate it.
that-
Just
that
leaving
working.
a job
Mhm.
and sitting in that car and decompressing because you're doing it over and
And-
over. When I
yeah.
say
Now,
that's
look.
like the biggest thing for me, and I ain't looking for a get rich quick
You
scheme.
seen,
I'm
but-
looking
Just
for
want
something.
to
I want to
be-
be comfortable.
and
I wanna
have
not-
time.
I
Yeah, I
need
want
my
my
40
time back.
acres and a
We give it
mule.
two-
Nigga been out this bitch
yes.
slaving. You feel me?
I'm
Like,
tired of giving my time to
like,
somebody
where's my
else.
reparations?
They dream. No,
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I want my time back.
like, yeah, because that's the fucked up part about it. You can't. You
Can't
got
get it
trade. You
back.
trading time for money.
Mhm.
And
That
that's why they
shit
say you
ain't.
gotta
That shit don't
live.
equate.
It don't
You know
because
what
you're
I'm
giving
saying?
it away to
You see
do
what I'm saying?
nothing.
To do
Because
nothing.
even though I got homeboys from all different walks of life, niggas do all type of things. They got in different spots in life. Some people comfortable, but the thing is though, like, no matter where you get, until you get enough,
Mm-hmm.
you still just barely making it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you
Yeah.
get some money, you want some nicer shit.
Yeah.
More
Now
money
you got
bring
a bigger
stuff.
TV.
Yes.
Now you got a better couch. Now you got a
Mhm.
better car. But
Mhm.
now you still got the same $300 that you was
Mhm.
managing.
Right.
You just got better material shit.
Yeah.
So at some point in time,
That's why I said this
Like-
man is always on overload, no matter how. Now I did do self-reflection on that. Like I just felt like what I was doing, like you said, I wake up with this routine. I felt like it wasn't good enough. But in reality, some people don't even got that.
yeah, now you got to be
So,
appreciative.
You gotta be
You definitely got to be appreciative. 'Cause This shit can
Definitely.
change in a heartbeat.
Most
So-
definitely.
in a
This shit can
heartbeat.
charge-
So
it-
I'm definitely
right.
big on that.
Mm-hmm. Now I appreciate, but that don't mean
Just
I don't want more.
Exactly.
I ain't satisfied.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
I might not know how to get there, but I know where I want to be.
Right.
You see
Mhm.
what I'm
And that's
saying?
the thing. You got to know where you want to be.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, because I know
Yeah. I
I know.
daydream sometimes and be like, shit, man.
it's
I
coming.
daydream
man.
all the
Like,
time.
yeah.
That Sam Cooke song, come on, like, it's been a long time coming. I'm like, preach, and it, for real. Like
You
it's been
really
a
sit
long
back and think
time.
about it. All the rich people that really got a lot of money like that, they don't work.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's like
Gotta
we
do some day
stuck
trading.
And they
in
ain't
this
out here
9 to 5
stunting.
mentality.
Gotta do some day trading.
And
Gotta do
it's
some
like, that's
stocks.
not
You gotta
where
do
it's
some
at.
behind the
I'm
scenes
trying to
shit.
learn
I'm
how
trying to
to
learn that
learn.
shit too.
9 to 5 is not where it's at. You're not gonna
It's
get
not.
rich off of 9 to
Not
5.
at all.
Oh, I'm gonna send y'all something. Look, y'all. I don't know what show is this. Oh, y'all probably. Of course, y'all don't watch this. We know you don't watch TV.
Don't do that.
Sisters, you said you watched Sisters.
Yeah,
remember?
no.
I
You
had
did.
quit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Do you
do it.
remember the part where Zach, the lady came in the airport and gave him a little tip on how to invest in a particular stock? She just told him
Mhm.
like, "Here's the stock."
And he got
Invest
all
in it
that
real
money.
quick. And he was like, "All right." So he just put all his money in, and out of nowhere, he just
And
became
won
rich,
all
right? He
that
won all that
money.
money, right?
Mhm.
So long story short, this man was at my house, working on my. It's a little bitty little old little white man. He's so sweet. But he was working on my sink, and he just came out of nowhere and just schooled me on so much stuff, right? And this
Mhm.
man is so, oh my god, he knows so much. But he schooled me so much. Out of nowhere, before he left, he was like, "You ever heard of?" And I ain't saying it on here because y'all ain't about to go get rich before I get rich. But have you ever heard of such and such? I'm like, no. He was like, look it up right now. He had me pulling it up. He was like, now go to this website and look at the stock. I'm like, you know what I'm looking for because I don't know stock, right?
Mhm.
So I'm doing it and I'm acting like I know, but he's schooling me the whole time. I'm like, yeah, because what am I looking at? But he just telling me all about it. He was like, you know how much I gave them 5 years ago? He was like, $100. You know what it's worth now? $750,000. He was like, if I want to cash out, I can, but I'm not going to do such a thing. And I was just like, oh, okay. Then he was just like, you want to know how much it costs right now for you to get in on it? I was like, well, he was like, $1. When I got it, it was 25 cents or something like that. He was
Everyone
like,
says that.
right now it's $1. He was like, are you gonna go buy some? I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up. I was like, okay, baby. I was right there down like, oh, we finna be rich around here. What if this is my moment? But I'm gonna tell y'all about who that people was later. Y'all go invest in it.
You gotta invest. Like you don't got a lot of time, so you just put out a little bit of time that you taking these little investments, and this little time that you're doing that, it'll blossom into something. I don't know what it's gonna be. I ain't no finance guru neither, but I know that living the life like how most of us live. We get up, go to work, take care of home. You know what I'm saying? Barely got time for family. All of this. At what point in time, like somebody asked me, like I got a homegirl, and she was like, I was telling her like these dreams and aspirations I had. She was like, man, you know what's your problem? I'm like, what? She was like, you be talking about your team, but have any of these guys ever said like they a part of your team? I'm like, nah, they my homeboys though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it. Like, yeah, that's a part of your problem right there.
Yeah.
And then she took me to this board, right? She had all of this shit on this board, bro. It's like so much shit. I'm like, how did you get this organized? Like, you know what I mean? She's like, you think I just did this in one day? But this, never mind that. Drew a big ass circle. Was like, we got 100% energy. Out of all of this energy, how much do you think that you put in to being where you want to be? I be busy all the time. I work all the time. Shit. Like 90%. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get there. I'm working. I'm grinding. She was like, that's a false thing that people think. They think that you're working like that. You putting energy into where you want to be. She's like, all right, keep that mind state. So, all right, you put 90% in where you want to be. All right. So now you got 10% left. Where's the 10% going? You got family, you got finance, you got all of these things. Like, once you use your 100%, when you come back home, how much percent do you have of happiness? I was like, damn, like out of all this shit I'm doing, I ain't really happy though. I'm moving. I'm busy, but I'm happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because like, why give out all of that? Right. You're gonna give out 100% of you to get zero return. So you're gonna come back home empty every time. So you gotta do something for you, even if it's once a week. An hour out the day, because you gotta like, but since she told me that, I'd be mindful of that now, like, you know what I'm saying, because you would just get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life.
I took a whole year of doing just that, and it changed everything. Like, I literally do everything for myself now.
You have to.
Even when I get in a rut, I do it. Nobody.
Nobody at all.
See, but you would be stuck in grind mode for so long. You'd be like, man, you know what? I don't need that.
But I like the part you said. How often are you really putting in the effort to get to get what you really want? We think we doing it because we think about it all the time.
I'm pretty sure y'all all got a favorite TV show. We were just talking about that, right? How often do you catch it? See what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna miss it. See what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I like what you said.
That's your 30 minutes. That's your hour that you decompress and watching something that you like. That's detox. Even if it's just as small as that, because you spending most of your time working and sleeping.
All this,
that's what I'm saying. All this is passing you by.
All this social media, all your free time, we pick up the phone.
Your time just going, and then when you think you putting in all that effort, you think you putting in that effort to get what you really want. It's so much more we could be doing.
That's the misconception. We all think we got more time than we got.
Right. I agree.
We got to make that time.
Man, this shit ain't milk. Niggas ain't got no expiration date. You don't know.
Turn the TV off on everybody. Cut it off. We finna think about what we finna invest in, and they gonna be like, oh hell.
That shit starts small. It starts small. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just instantly be like, man, I'm gonna go take an hour to myself. But you're gonna figure out like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go do this for myself. I got this. It might be small things that just make you happy, but you gotta feed the happiness bug though. You know what I'm saying? Because you working
that's what I
your
was
body.
Saying when I said earlier about, doing what I want to do.
Yep.
It matters. It matters what you want to do. That space by yourself sometimes, that aloneness. But like you say, even in that car, I'm definitely overthinking. And even when I try to, after I'm done with everything and I go back to that car, I'm still thinking about like, damn.
Because them problems gonna be there.
You gotta put yourself, you gotta find out what put you in a happy space. Like, you might got a song that every time you hear it, it get you lit. Turn that on when you get in the car. Get lit. You might got a person that every time you call them, they loud and obnoxious.
And people don't
I got-
understand it,
I
but
got
it
some-
gives
it
you
gives
joy.
you-
Listen,
Yes.
I got
So,
a little
surround
gem for
yourself
y'all.
with
People
that.
take that for granted, so we
Yeah.
do gotta
Surround
start making
yourself
yourself
with that.
smile.
Watch
Yes.
more funny shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
you're
watching.
right.
Stop
Thank
watching
you.
so much serious shit.
Yes, that's
So
it.
you gonna go on Instagram and watch Crime in the D, knowing niggas dying
That's what
every
we were
day.
Yeah,
just talking
that's
about.
why
We
I
was
don't
just
need to-
talking about that.
Listen, I
I
know
got it
niggas
blocked.
dying every day.
What?
You know what I'm
Crime in the
saying?
D, all that
no,
type of stuff.
I'm not gonna indulge in it. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
wanna
go
see
to the
it.
page and look at every post. But if it come through
First
here,
48
I
used
need to be
my show.
aware
We
of
gotta
what's
be
going
aware.
on. Like, hold on,
I
what just
don't
happened
read
around
it,
the
but-
corner?
Right.
It'll
Yeah.
be on the news.
You know what I'm saying? But
I hate
I don't
reading
really
it.
be watching
It
the
hurts
news
my
like that
stomach.
though. So that's probably why.
The thing about it, everybody gonna be talking about it.
Mm.
You
That's
don't even
right.
gotta see it no
You
more.
don't.
You
It's
gonna
everywhere you
know.
go, even at
Yes.
work. Did you
My
see?
grandma not even
You
on
know?
social media. She know everything. So
Mhm.
it's like you
Just
gonna
everything.
find
But
out.
like, but like, damn, what I was about to say? Oh, like like that should be like fake news though. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it be
Sometimes.
so wild of what's going on in the world. I be looking at that shit like, did this shit really happen?
happen.
Right.
You
This
gotta
shit
watch out
fake.
for those because there's some
Yeah.
stuff
No,
out
this
there
shit really
that
going
make it
on
look
because
real, but
But
it-
a
it's-
lot of it's
a
happening.
lot of it is actually
Yeah,
happening.
Like,
You might think it's fake.
man, it's wild as hell outside.
It's
It's
what?
wild as-
It
it's wild as
is.
hell outside.
And I think, do you think I think it's always been that way. It's just now more for, I don't know if it's been this heavy. I don't know, because there's a lot of stuff happening I ain't never
Too
heard
much,
of. Like,
right.
what in the
Like,
hell?
But I think it's just
But
with
a lot
social
of it has
media,
been
you getting
happening.
everybody problems.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
getting your drama, who that?
A lot of
your
time we
family,
wouldn't have saw
yours,
this if it went on the
yours.
news.
Somebody
Before
dying
social
every
media,
day.
we wouldn't have saw this
You
if it
wouldn't.
wasn't on the
And
news.
everything
And
don't
everything
make
don't
the
make the
news.
Everything don't make the
news.
news.
Only
Yeah.
this
So maybe a
much.
lot of that stuff has been happening. We just don't
That's
ever
why I
see
said
it.
that about
Nobody's
these plane
talking
crashes.
about it.
This ain't nothing that just started happening. It's been happening, but they putting it out there more on the news.
My chest still tight. I'm gonna drive.
Look,
Okay.
it's a part of.
I'm
the
so
so-
sad
it's a
too.
part
I
of
gotta
the
take this
social
trip next month. I
media.
gotta try.
It's a
And
part
that's
of
why
part
we
of-
got to get these memories out.
It's
so
a
we can
part
go
of
take
what's
our
hot,
trips,
though,
because we need our
too.
girl trip.
Oh yeah, but see, you
It's
can't
selling.
live in fear.
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh,
like you
okay.
saying,
Then
like you
fear.
said,
My
like-
husband
like-
refused to get on a cruise ship.
oh yeah, I can't swim. I ain't getting on
Really?
that shit.
He said,
I'm gonna put
swim.
myself in the best. I'm gonna put myself in the best situation for survival, if need be.
Yeah.
So you want me to be like,
So
oh
you gonna
yeah, I
wear,
love.
You
where
can't
you
fly
are?
neither, but you gonna be on a plane.
Exactly.
Hell no, but I
Make it
only
make
did that
sense.
shit a few times. I ain't
But
big
you
on like
still-
shit. Let's go to the airport. Hell no, let's go get a rental. Let's hit the road. Fuck you talking about? I'd rather
See, I
get
can
flipped
drive.
and sit my ass in the jail than go to hell. You feel what I'm saying? Straight off the flight. Like damn, I ain't get to pray nothing. I
No,
was
it's
asleep in the
horrible.
plane crash.
So
Like-
I ain't never been on no damn cruise.
with
and
these
I wanna go.
memories, we realize we got good and bad memories. And the triggers is how we react on them and reflect on them. We got to remember that we got to be mindfulness and hold accountability on our own actions on those memories as well.
Practice finding happiness too.
I got one
And
gem, too.
forgiveness. You
Forgive-
have to forgive
forgiveness.
yourself and others.
And make sure you forgive, because you can't keep going back on it.
Take some time out to reflect on yourself,
Mhm,
the trauma, the pain it caused, and how you need to move forward.
mhm.
Because you might still be dealing with people that bring pain to you. And this might be family,
Yeah.
friends, whatever the relationship may be. You need to figure out how to change that. Like, for example, I got we all got family, but we all got family issues, right? I was
Mhm.
thinking today, like, man, you know what, man? Like, some of my family stay around the corner from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we grew up together, but life make you go into your own directions. The
Mhm.
love didn't change, but we just so busy with our own lives. But you got to take the time out to change that shit, though, because this
Right.
shit can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that same person that you be
Scary.
like around the corner from you, you would have wished you would have went and seen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
So,
agree.
because I rode past my cousin's house today before I came here. I was like, damn, I should have just stopped. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it took me to get to this point in life to actually realize this. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, damn, we got to change this.
Mhm.
Because if we change it now, the kids that's younger than us won't go through the same traumas that we went through.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Your daughter, your son ain't got to worry about not being able to go play with their cousins or they act funny to them
Yeah.
because you done changed that. At some point in time, somebody got to sacrifice something in order to change it. You know what I mean? And that should start from your house to what you learned to what you done been through. Just because you got past traumas, right? These are like sometimes you had to go through it so somebody else wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even with your
Sometimes
children.
we're chosen that way. It
With
just
your-
happened.
With your children, like, you know what I'm saying? The same stuff that you went through in life, you don't want them to go through. So
Right.
you had to go
At
through
all.
it so they don't have
You always
to.
want better for your
You
children.
see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's the same thing with people. Sometimes you're going to go through some things with other people that might either spill over on other people or might have made you more aware of how to deal with people. But it's still got to give everybody a fair shot. You got to give sometimes you got to give people a rope to hang themselves. No matter if you know it's going to blow up in your face or not. Because if you didn't, you're going to always have that wonder. Like, what if? No, we're going to figure it out. Hey, man, you said you could do this. I gave you an opportunity. You crashed. So now I have a valid reason.
Correct.
Versus of me just having an assumption.
Right.
Or me having a misguided perspective of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay. What we learned today, y'all?
I learned a lot. I learned that I got
said-
so much fear in me.
Yeah. I already knew that, but I gotta get in it. I gotta get out of it.
That must have been when I said it was wild outside. They like too
Yeah,
wild.
it's too wild.
It's too wild.
That was definitely for that. I saw
Like
that.
like GTA out this motherfucker.
It is. It is creepy
That's why I
outside.
like to
Scary
stay in the
place.
bed.
That's why I like
Better
staying at
go
home, me and my
straight in.
kids,
Yeah,
stay in our
that's
own
all.
little bubble. But I
Scary
know.
place.
Make you
For sure.
scared to go
We gotta-
out.
How you gonna be
I'm moving to
scared,
South
though?
Africa, y'all.
I'm trying. You just said you're scared to go to plane.
I ain't going there either. So
I'm going to Cape Town. I'm moving.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I'll
gotta
come
get.
visit.
You
Why
sound-
y'all act like I'm not telling the
FaceTime.
truth?
You sound like Nas
Come on,
on
FaceTime.
Belly when he got
he
in the
said
car.
that?
He was like, "Hey man, I've been reading books, man. I'm thinking about going to Africa."
Oh, he sure did.
Nigga DMX so like, nigga, your shorty can't eat no books, nigga.
Get y'all. I'm moving. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in with us
Yes.
tonight. We'll see y'all. I don't know.
You don't know.
Next
I don't even
Monday.
know.
Look, thank y'all for
What
What
inviting
you mean
me.
you don't even
What's
know?
our schedule?
We'll figure that out later.
We'll see y'all later. You see us when
Thank
you
you,
y'all for
Brandon,
having
for
me.
joining
Thank you.
us.
Always a lit occasion.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right, y'all.